Your desire or need to be seen as a nice person is going to leave you drained. Nice is going to have you run over, taken for granted, disrespected, and drained.
I love it when you smile at me. You will never have to weep with me.
Hey besties, welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to be bringing today's video to you, and I'm so excited about this topic as well, where I'll be sharing with you low vibrational things that I stopped doing in order to live a happier life. We're all in pursuit of happiness. I want to believe that there's nobody that's going to tell you they want to live a miserable or sad life. But sometimes in our pursuit of happiness, we do things that drags us into sadness, or drags us into this low vibration or this low energy that we're not even aware of. And these are the things that I'll be sharing with you today. Some of them, of course, because I can't cover everything, so I'll be sharing with you some of these low vibrational things that I had to stop doing in order to live a happier life. These are things that you have to do intentionally. So without further ado, let's get into the tea. Number one thing that I learned to stop doing was trying to be perfect. So many times you try so hard to be perfect, and at the end of the day you still can't be 100% perfect. The best you can give is your best. The world doesn't reward perfectionists, it rewards people who get things done. Many times we're trying to be perfect and we don't even get anything done, because if it is not perfect we feel it is not enough. And there are many people out there doing things with a mediocre mindset, or even doing the things that they're not so good at, but because they have the confidence, they're able to put it out there and people still love it. So imagine you trying to be 100% perfect before you push yourself out there. So you have to give yourself a break. Unless you're God or an angel, there's no way you're going to be perfect. So quit trying to be perfect. Secondly, I gave up comparing myself to other people. These people, they are not me, I am not them. So why am I comparing my life to them? Our situations are totally different. It's a very low vibrational thing to do, to try to compare yourself or your life to other people. We're walking different journeys, so we can't even be on the same path. When you keep comparing, you're making yourself sad while these people are living happy lives. So quit comparing your life to other people. Focus on you, focus on your journey. That is all that matters. Another low vibrational thing I had to give up doing is dwelling on the past. So many times we make mistakes, but after the mistake is made, what's the essence of crying over spilled milk? It's not going to reverse the situation, right? So why kill yourself over it? What I've learned to do is move on from it. It happened. Now the focus is on the present moment and whatever is going to come in future. Even the future, we can't even worry so much about it because it leads to anxiety. So it's best to just be in the moment and enjoy every day as it comes. So instead of dwelling on your past mistakes and beating yourself over it every time, and ruining your chances of happiness, why not just get over it? So if you're someone who dwells on the past, this is your cue to stop doing that, because it's a very low vibrational thing that's going to keep you unhappy for a very long time if care is not taken. Number 4, another low vibrational thing I stopped doing is keeping grudges. Who has the energy or the time for that? If you're keeping grudges, you are killing your own self, because the person you might be holding a grudge against is living their life very happily, while you're here holding on tight to something that they've probably moved on from. So the best thing to do is, when something happens or you fall out with somebody, forgive, let it go. You can forgive people and still not have them in your life, but it doesn't mean you have a grudge against them. But intentionally holding a grudge against someone, thinking that it's going to hurt them, you're hurting yourself. So it's a low vibrational thing you need to stop doing. Another low vibrational thing that I stopped doing is procrastinating. I quit procrastinating. If I can have it done now, why should I postpone it till tomorrow? Procrastination is a thief of time. You're putting away for tomorrow what can actually be done today, and it can breed or leads to laziness. So if you really want something to be done, get it done. If you really know something is important and you need to work on it, if you can do it now, do it now. Avoid procrastinating and putting off tasks for tomorrow, next tomorrow, until you finally forget and you're unable to do it. Another low vibrational thing I had to quit doing is trying to be everything to everyone. You are just one person. You can't give so much of yourself to people all at once, especially when they're not giving anything to you in return. If you keep pouring into other people just because you want to be seen as a nice person, you are going to end up feeling empty. you're going to be so depleted and resentful. So the best thing you can do is show up for the few people in your life that you know are also showing up for you. Show up for the people who show up for you. Fill up people who fill you up. That way your energy bar is always high. Nobody's draining you, you're not draining anybody. Your desire or need to be seen as a nice person is going to leave you drained. It's better to be a good person than to be seen as nice, because nice is going to have you run over, taken for granted, disrespected, and drained. Just focus on being a good person. Another low vibrational thing I had to stop doing is blaming other people for my troubles. If something happens to me that I know I'm responsible for, the best and decent thing to do is to take responsibility for it. But sometimes we really find it hard to take responsibility for things that we know we had a role to play in. We rather want to shift the blame onto others. When you blame others for what you are going through, you are denying responsibility. You are giving other people a power over that part of your life, and you are choosing to play the victim card. And you can't be the victim. If you know you're responsible for something, you caused something. If you know you caused something, take responsibility for it. It is what adults do. So this is another low vibrational thing that you need to stop doing if you're currently doing. Another low vibrational thing I had to stop doing is worrying too much. Sometimes something little happens and then we give it power so much that it steals our joy, it steals our happiness, and not just for some days, sometimes for months or even years. You find out that people are holding on to things, holding on to stress, holding on to situations that should have been let go a long time ago. So worrying so much is going to rob you of your joy and happiness. What I do is I ask myself, will this thing matter next week? Will it matter next month? Will it matter so much next year? If it's not going to matter in a week's time, in a month's time, in a year's time, why should I, kill myself over it? Things happen. We must learn to accept that sometimes things will not go the way we want. Troubles will come, but we shouldn't let it steal our joy. If it is something that won't matter in the long run, there's no need stressing over it. Don't be a worrywart. Always learn to let go of little things that can rob you of your joy or happiness. Another low vibrational thing I had to stop doing was worrying so much about what other people think of me. This used to be a serious problem because I would be worrying about what people were thinking of me, how they perceive me. I had to give myself a break because, first of all, what do I think of these people? How do I perceive them? Why are they so important that I feel that their opinion about me matters so much? What really matters is your opinion about yourself and how you perceive yourself. As long as you are a good person, you're taking the right decisions, you're not hurting anyone, or you're not doing anything harmful to the society, you shouldn't really be so worried about what people think about you. What really matters is what you think about yourself. A lot of times we're even worrying about what people think about us, that we forget that these are human beings as well. They're also worrying about their own situation and also other things that's bothering them. Sometimes we are not even so important to them for them to worry about. So stop feeling so important and placing so much attachment on what people think about you. But yes, you're important, but people are not thinking about you all of the time. Everyone has their own problems. So worrying about what other people think about you is going to leave you on a low. So the best thing you can do is give up worrying about what other people think about you. Focus more on what you think about yourself and work on being a better person if you feel there's any area of your life that you might be lacking. Another low vibrational thing I stopped doing is dwelling on things that I don't have. Of course, we always worry about not having enough, things that we want to have. It's okay to think about them, but worrying so much to the point that you become sad, it makes no sense. You should be grateful for what you currently have, because like I always say, when you're grateful for what you have, the universe has a way of blessing you with more because you're living in that abundance mindset. So instead of worrying about your lack, focus on the things that you already have. Another low vibrational thing I gave up doing is trying to fit in. Why should I fit in when I was born to stand out? Actually, a lot of us have this problem of trying to fit in because we want to be accepted. What if you don't need to fit in because you're not made to be like that? You can't be like every other person. So instead of molding yourself to be someone else or pretending to be who you're not, why not just be yourself? Because being authentic and being genuinely yourself is going to attract the right people people into your life, right? So quit trying to fit in, quit trying to pretend to be who you are not just because you want to be accepted. So these are some of the low vibrational things I stopped doing to intentionally live a happier life, and I hope that you can inculcate this in your routine or your habits as well, and it will help you to also live a happier life. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a juicy thumbs up, like, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.